Marriage is more than a physical union. It is also spiritual and emotional union. This union mirrors the one between God and His church. Hello everyone, welcome back. Still a marriage series. Today we are going to look at some of the things that makes a marriage to work. The list is endless, but I've picked 10 that I want us to look at today because I don't like my videos to be too long. So, let's go straight into it. Marriage is the only institution where you get your certificate before you start your training, your studies, your course, or whatever you're doing. That's the only institution because you go there, you say, I do, you sign a marriage register, whoever are your witnesses will sign, and then that's when you now start the primary school, the nursery, the primary school, secondary school, high school, university, first degree, second degree, third degree, and so on. No wonder there are so many issues in marriages, especially for those who were not well prepared for it. People who were still boys and girls, but were talked into marriage because people think that is the right thing for them to do. And they did not think it through themselves and they rushed into marriage. I want to, these 10 points, let us go straight into them. Number one, communication. You know, when I did the relationship series, I told you we're going to be talking a lot about communication, both for relationship and in marriage. And when we get into the family, communication also will come in. So communication, when I mean communication, I don't mean shouting. I mean clear communication, clear, calm communication, and communicate often, not a one-off thing. Communicate properly, not shouting or being sarcastic in your communication. It does not help. Is commitment. How committed are you to this marriage? Because if you're not committed, you're just wasting your time. If you married because of something that the person has or what you think you get out of that person, then you may not be committed to that relationship. You may not be committed to that marriage, and it's bound to fail. So that's one of the things required for marriage to work is commitment, total commitment. Compassion is the number 3. The third C is compassion. How compassionate are you? 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 11 said, therefore, encourage one another and build each other up. That's in 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 11. So how compassionate are you? Do you have compassion for your spouse? Are you encouraging one another? Are you building each other up? Very important. The words you use, what you say to your spouses, especially when you're angry, you have to, even if you do it, because we are human beings, we are bound to do these things, you have to retract and apologize and withdraw that statement. Be compassionate to one another. The 4th C is connection. Are you actually connected with your spouse? It may surprise you that some people, when they say took all the vows, say I do, but they're actually not connected. Some couples live together, but they are very disconnected. People are doing their own thing. They refer each other as anyhow because they're not connected to them. They just got into that marriage to be counted that they are married. So, connection, very important. Number 5, respect. Respect one another, especially your husband, because the Bible says that he is the head of the home. And the husband, respect yourself as well and respect your wife. Respect one another, but some of the issues men raise are that their wives are so disrespectful, the way they speak to them, etc. So let's work on this. Respect is very important. Remember, God made the man head of the home, and he requires some respect. And obviously, the respect should be mutual as well. Men should also respect their wife and don't talk them down or talk to them anyhow or body shame them because maybe they've had couple of children and they've added weight and you start talking to them with no respect. Number 6, intimacy. Again, some couple live at home but they're not there. There's no intimacy. They're just there. No, nothing at all. They're so busy chasing the cloud, chasing rat race. This one is going there, that one is going there because they are pursuing money. There's no intimacy. The only time they may become intimate is when they want the word sex. That's not intimacy. It does not mean that that has to come in all the time. You have to build it up. Be intimate with one another. Obviously, coming together in that kind of relationship, in that intimacy with yourself and your husband is very important. But some people do not have that. They don't have it and they don't care. Number 7 is trust. Do you trust the person you live with? So trust helps in building marriage. Let where you say that you are going be where you're going. Let what you say be the truth. Let there be any need for your spouse to suspect that you are telling them lies. Trust, and I'll add honesty to this one as well. Trust and honesty, very important. Trust, honesty, transparency, all come together. It has to be there. It helps marriages to work very well. The person will go out, you don't have to worry where they are because they've told you where they are going and that is where they are. And you don't have to worry or start snooping around. Number 8, selflessness. It's not no more about me. I am going to this. I bought this. My car. My, this. No, it has to be we, us. Self is now gone because you're both married. The two have become one. So, no more, you have to be selfless. Instead of your wife not having something, you deny yourself that thing and make sure that your wife is well looked after because that's your responsibility as a man. Never mind the fact that some men marry some women because they are in certain profession, they want them to be working and getting money and be the provider in the home. That is not how it should be. You should be the head, and the head means taking care of your home, taking care of your wife. Of course, your wife will support you. Number 9, appreciation. And I want to add both the 2 A's there, appreciation and affection. Appreciate one another. Show each other affection regularly. Even if the person is saying, oh, I think I'm adding some weight, or, oh, look at my belly, or this, try and say to the person, no, your spouse, no, you're fine, you're beautiful. The way you are is perfect. Don't add salt to injury by saying, yeah, I noticed that. You have actually added a lot of weight and you have to do something about it. No. Appreciation and affection works wonders in marriage. Number 10. You'll be wondering, why did I put this one as last in my list today? I'll tell you why. Number 10 is love. Act love, not just verbalizing it. I love you is very easy to say. I love you, especially sometimes men, when they are really into it, that's when they want to tell you that they love you, not any other time. That's word, talk is cheap. What is more important in love is to act it. There are some acts of love by helping your spouse do this, helping them to do that. If you have children, looking after the children with them. If they can cook some, not even if you can cook, you have to know how to cook, really, to be able to help properly in the home so that, things will be balanced. So it's good for both spouses to know how to cook. Obviously, women, we are the ones that cook all the time, but it's also good when our husbands know how to cook. They can help us. So show them love in various ways, not just saying it, but act it. So the reason why I put love last is that when you look at all the things I've listed, communication, commitment, compassion, connection, respect, intimacy, trust, selfless, appreciation, affection, once all those things are in place, love is already there. All the way from the first time I thought about communication, love is already there. So I just rounded everything up by adding love at the end so that people are not fooled by always listening to, it didn't say I love you, didn't tell me I love you today. So, of course, it's always good to verbalize it, tell the person you love them, but at the same time, also act it. It does help a lot. I'm going to stop this one here. I'll see you again in my next session. We are going to go into various things on this marriage series. I hope you're ready because I am. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and goodbye.